Hello civilian, it's me, Fun Ranger. So, the Katsucon video, huh? So, it's been some time. If you're new to these video diary style videos that I do, I just turn on the camera, open up some basic notes, and just start talking about an event that I went to. Usually I talk about what I did a little bit before, what I did during, and what I'm doing or did after the event. And it's just sort of like a way for me to document like my experience. You can safely turn on this video and put it on the background while you do something else. But if you'd like to sit there and stare at my face for the next 5 to 10 minutes, oh, some little bits on screen. So, Katsucon video. So Katsucon was back in February, so I'm recording this a little later than I would have liked. And my excuse for that is I had a sinus and respiratory infection that turned into pneumonia. And I was fighting that for like the entirety of March after my birthday. So my voice is still a little froggy and I'm like still having some respiratory issues, so forgive me if I sound like out of breath when I talk. So Katsucon was a last minute gig for me. The stars kind of aligned in a way that made it possible. So the organization I volunteer for, Idolfest Foundation, that runs Northwest Idolfest, had a booth and they put out a ping that was like, hey, we desperately need people to work at the table. Would anyone like to go? And I said, oh, I'm not sure. And they said free badge. And I said, okay. And then after that, one of the co-leaders of YABAIDORUUU, the alternative idol collective that I'm a part of, was like, hey, we need people for our show that we're putting on for Katsucon. Would anyone like to fill that space? And I went, yes. I'll take the opportunity. So most of my weekend consisted of me sitting at the booth and doing booth stuff and then performing on Saturday night. I love boothing. I love sitting and I love people watching and I love talking to people when they come up to the booth. So when I'm at Idolfest's booth, it's not only just like informational about like the event, Northwest Idolfest. It's also like information about like the overseas idol scene and also like Japanese idol culture and all that good stuff. So when I'm there, I'm like talking to not only people that know about the event or people within the overseas idol community, I'm also talking to people outside of the scene and people that have only tangentially aware of the scene here, or people that have no idea whatsoever, but they see some people like talking at a booth and they decide to walk up and talk to us. And I love doing that. It's so fun. And then on Saturday night, I performed with YABAI. So if you don't know what YABAI is, YABAIDORUUU is an alternative idol collective, as I said. So we're based in the Northeast, and it's kind of like our goal is to let people explore this subgenre of idol stuff. So like people always pull this example out of their pocket, but like stuff like baby metal, but not only like baby metal, stuff like Playing Stars, Kamen Joshi, other related acts. So on Saturday, I did the show with YABAI. So YABAIDORUUU is, as I said, a collective of alternative overseas idols. We're all based in the Northeast, and we all come together and do projects. For the most part, we work pretty independently, but then we come together occasionally and work on group collective projects. And the goals for YABAI are like exploring these like darker elements and bringing it to people and showing that side of idol stuff. So our shows tend to skew a little mature, so a lot of my fellow yabai artists work deal with like mental health issues, suicide, disability, and other things that they're going through. I don't have work yet that explores my own struggles with those things, but when I perform with Yabai, it gives me an opportunity to explore a little bit more the like mature aspects of my concept and the stuff that I enjoy. Like outside of like the tokusatsu stuff, like the mainstream tokusatsu stuff, I am actually quite the fan of like garbage. I'm quite the fan of like camp, and when I say camp, it means I like trauma. Yeah. I love questionable movies with special effects. And Yabai kind of, I also really enjoy like the fan film stuff for Toku that kind of like explores the more like, I don't know how to like explain this in a way that doesn't make me seem like a crazy person or a pervert. So I like Toku fan films that are made by adult fans for adult fans, but that isn't necessarily adult video content. So Yabai kind of gives me a space to explore those more mature things and mature things that I am inspired by in a space that is not only like safe for me to express them on a creative level, but also in a space where like they do set up events where like it's very explicitly like this is a mature thing. Warnings posted at the door. Like we like sometimes we like try to shoot for 18 plus. Not all events for Yabai are skew like older, but we do have events that are like general audiences, but usually for like late night shows like there was for Katsucon, they tend to skew that way. But I had a lot of fun. You guys also had a lot of fun, and yeah, that's what I did for Katsucon. So what did I do after Katsucon? So I was preparing for my birthday event. So I did a pre-birthday event at PuchiCon and then a regular birthday event that was like an indie venue type thing, which you're just gonna have to wait until those videos come out in the next few weeks. So I hope you enjoyed this video diary. If you'd like to watch the footage from Katsucon and see what I'm talking about, that live footage is now up. It should be the last video on my channel, so go check it out. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video diary, and let's go to the Patreon crawl.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。